All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Father's Day to those of you who are claiming all your children. That's a beautiful thing. Well, anyhow, this is Sunday, June 19th. It's 7:12 p.m. And it's a wonderful day to, how should I say, be a dad. Of course, it is also Pride Month. It was also my wife's birthday. And on top of that, it was June 10th. I think that's what they call it. Juneteenth. It'll hit me later on. But nonetheless, there are a lot of celebrations in the month of June. But for us, our goal on this day is to talk about the Forex market and the ideas that are coming to mind as it relates to us converting our thought process to making the Forex market our primary revenue generator. Wow, I said all of that in one breath, but what I'm talking about is having the ability to extract monies out of the Forex market to live off of. Now, yes, it's a strategy that it's going to take us some time to prep, as we have been. And over the last few months, I've created a very specific strategy that I want to utilize in making Forex our primary revenue. Yes, we do have a job that gives us a W-2, but at the end of the day, we want to make certain that that W-2 in the next 2 years, we don't have to depend on. The goal is, it's not a get rich quick scheme or what have you. Our goal is real simple, to make 20% per week and to highlight that as we do our weekly trades. So as I highlight that, I will hit the go live button so that we all can get an idea of what the Forex market trading lifestyle is like. We all can get the ideology that Forex is a place where revenues can be generated and will be generated, and you can have the ability to extract funding at your command. Now, do we want to make Forex our six-figure revenue stream for the year? Yes, that is our intention. And over the past few podcasts, we have discussed real estate, we have discussed buying of businesses, and there again, this Forex fits in our passive investment portfolio. The real estate section, as we always talked about, is 50% of our portfolio, in which we invest in hotels, living assisted facility, single family residence, multifamily residence, as well as commercial properties. So those are the 5 sectors that make up our real estate portfolio. The buying of business, which is in the 30% category for us, we purchase businesses specifically in the medical space. And at this particular time, we are in the process of accumulating a $5 million radiology business in the New York area, and that is going extremely well. However, as we develop our investors' mind in the space, we cannot leave out our 20% passive investments. That includes our stocks and bonds, our ETFs, our dividends, as well as cryptos. And also, if you have what they call bot tradings for you, you can do that as well too. But we're not getting to bot trading just yet. And Forex is one of those areas that's also included in our passive investments. And even though our passive investment portfolio is only 20%, we believe that this 20% will make the revenue for all the other areas. What does that mean? That means that as we generate revenues in the passive investment space, we need to put those revenues in other locations. So we will therefore put those other locations to either one, accelerate the buying of the business in our 30% category, or the, how should I put it, the acquisition on the real estate side, to whether that's the single family residence or multi or commercial, or even leveraging those funds in the space in order to do the SBA 7A or the 504 that we talked about. And technically speaking, with inflation being what it is and the interest rates climbing up, the SBA 7A and the 504 are the best products in the world when you're looking at going after commercial real estate, because you can also tie that into a business as well. And we talked about that in a number of episodes before as it relates to partnership. But today I wanted to isolate our talks on the Forex space. Now, Forex is there again, foreign currencies. And what we do here on this channel is specialize in the trading of gold. So there again, this week, starting on Tuesday, we will be commencing our plays live. There again, we would be executing our live trades as it relates to trading gold and showcasing what that really means for our portfolio. But I'll give you an idea in a nutshell. If we do 20% per week in our account, just to give you an idea, and you can be consistent at that 20% growth rate, guess what? In 4 to 5 weeks, you would have doubled your account, which means you can also double your buying power. And that's our intention, because we have developed a strategy over the last year that will produce those type of records for us. And we think that with the psychological effects of trading and individuals who would like to quit their 9 to 5, this is one of the most interesting areas that I have ever had the opportunity to experience. And I also bought a book this weekend from Wiley Trading called Naked Forex. And it's by Walter Peters, PhD, and Alex Nutkaritkin. And it talks about the journey of what it takes in order to become a consistent trader. Yes, I have other books out there, but this one really describes the whole journey in itself in terms of the different strategies that they have improved over the years for themselves. And as I was reading this book, this emulated my trading journey without ever having an idea about who these guys are. So as I read this book, this was my exact trading journey onto consistency. So they have nailed it. And I haven't seen any other book like it. When it comes to trading, of course, one of the most classic ones are The Turtle Traders by Richard Dennis. And they have an interesting story as to whether trading is, how should I put it, nurtured or natured. So at the end of the day, Richard Dennis took about, I think he took nine students in the early 70s. And they call them turtle traders these days. This was their nickname. And they've all proven that you can actually learn to trade. Yes, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do, but all of them did extremely well in their lives and in their careers. For the most part, they have traded billions of dollars over the years, and the trading community has embraced the idea that trading is something that can be taught. And for myself and everyone else out there, we want the specialty to learn for what it takes in order to become a successful trader. So trading is definitely part of our portfolio. We love it. Those who are interested in joining us on this journey know that this is the beginning of a journey that we're all excited to take, and we're all excited to share for anyone willing to join us. So there again, if you are new to the YouTube channel, please subscribe and select the notification so that you can be notified when I'm trading live in the market. And you can view exactly my strategies as to how I trade. And just to give you an idea of how I trade, I have a hedging strategy that's been working for me. And let's see where that's going to go. So every week I will select an account with a balance in it, and that balance hopefully will be changing to the positive side every week, because that's the account that we're growing. The idea is to grow an account from however small, whether it's $300, $500 to let's say 1,000, and then go from 1,000 to 10,000, and then from 10,000 to 50,000, and then from 50,000 to 100,000. That's the general goal. And the rule of thumb that I'm thinking about is every week, grow the account to 20%, anything above 20%, withdraw, and then scale the account to where it needs to be so that we can get to our $100,000 mark. So it's going to be a goal that I wanted to document over the journey as we move through the space and continue, because if we can grow our account to 100,000 and do 20% per week just naturally, imagine that. That's $20,000 a week. Technically speaking, if you can't retire off of 20,000 a week, then something's wrong. So there again, as I learned from my errors, I'm willing to showcase with full transparency what that means. And let's go on this journey together. So please subscribe and welcome to the club. And I think I'm going to stop this podcast right here. But there again, we do have a rule of thumb that we want this to be an interactive, YouTube channel. So we want you to participate in there again, asking questions, or say, Devaughn, how did you do that? Why did you do that? And what timeframes are you looking at? So all of those are relevant questions that can be requested, and I certainly will answer them as best as I possibly can. So without further ado, John, any questions, or at this particular point, you're going to wait till the end of the year?
I'm going to wait till I get this rental situated, and then I'm going to reconfigure how I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to read that book you mentioned, so I can kind of gauge myself, knowing that this is, more minute into the trading sector. Maybe get a better understanding and do what you said under some of the demos.
Yeah, I would suggest anybody start in demo until you have proven your strategy. And there again, this book called The Naked Forex highlights the psychological effects and your personal beliefs about money and about success. And once you merge those two together with a very good strategy, you can win. And I'm kind of sort of experiencing that right now. But the difficulty is, and they also mentioned it in the book, that you have to create your own connectivity to your strategy. A strategy that works well for me may not work well for anybody else, right? Because they don't understand the risk factors, they don't understand the belief factors, and I would say over time, you will adopt your own unique system. However, if my system works for you, then so be it. But there again, my risk tolerance may not be your risk tolerance, and my account may not be your size. You may have $1 million account. My account probably won't be more than a few $1,000s, right? So that comes with its own challenges, but nonetheless, let's explore all of those avenues together. So I agree with you, John. Start out in demo, start understanding what your trading plans are together. Let's make this thing work to whereby everyone is a winner in the trading space. And don't forget that Forex market, that's anywhere from $4 trillion to $6 trillion per day. And you could tell me I can't take $1 million a day out of that market. Well, it's a big market. And they have some really smart guys playing in that field. Our job is to simply take out our share, not even beat them, just take out our share. And that's the goal. So thank you so much for coming on today, John. I know it's Father's Day and I'm sure everyone's busy, but nonetheless, as we move through this space, I think it's going to be a wonderful experience in order to even go through the metamorphosis of having the idea that, you could make as much as you want to make, which is total freedom from a mental standpoint. So I'm longing for that journey to see exactly what that evolution should be like.
Are you going to, if I can ask another quick question,
Go ahead.
are you going to talk about how your strategy might change? I understand with day trading and Forex, because it's more of a micro than a macro view, you're looking at movement or pips within valuations. However, given that we're headed towards a potential second quarter of negative growth entering a recession, there's going to be a change in the long-term outlook on gold once we figure out how people feel about digital currency and precious metals. I think we're going to find out where gold stands probably during this period coming up. How is that going to affect you as, in the micro pip trading of gold?
It won't, right? Because at the end of the day, I'm trading support and resistance, and I'm trading in zones. So if the market is going to go down, I'm simply going to short the market and extract monies out of it that way. And if the market change, I'll simply change with the market. My goal is not to beat the market, trade with the market.
Are you trading on a margin in Forex, or are you just trading on your own personal value?
I'm trading on my own personal value, but at the end of the day, the brokers that I use, they're giving me 500 to 1 margin. So yes, I am trading with margin.
Okay.
But I'm using it very. I do have some rules about my trading, and there's a certain leverage that I won't go beyond, meaning I'm willing to risk 10% in the account, and that's huge in this space. I can drop it down to 5, I can drop it down to 1, but where the account is a little small for me, my trading style is a cross between what's called a swing and scalping. So I'm a hybrid trader in that regards, but at the same token, I do like to see the account constantly grow. So you would notice when we start trading that I take multiple positions, and those multiple positions help me generate the profits and to get a clear idea of the direction of the trade. So sometimes I'll make money on the long side, sometimes I'll make money on the short side. The idea is for the account to keep growing. That's the idea. So it doesn't matter. Inflation would not have no impact on the movement for me at all as it relates to the valuation of gold. I don't care about the valuation of gold. I simply care about the volatility of gold.
Okay.
So with that said, it should be real interesting. And I'm willing to expose my strategy and improve it over time. So this is one of the strategies that I've been working on for over a year and some, and hopefully you learn from all of my mistakes, because Lord knows I'm sure I made a lot. And the every time I've made a loss was a great lesson and understanding how not to make that loss again. So
Well, you're not alone there.
it's but it's real wonderful to know that, you know, after you go through so many cycles and you hit a certain level of, you know, profitability, and, you know, I think what it boils down to is, at the end of the day, even if you make a mistake these days in trading, I don't have very long mistakes these days. And I found out how to reverse those mistakes and take advantage of those as well too. So it's interesting how those mistakes of the prior year has helped shape my one strategy that that I have perfected for myself. And it's going to be interesting to see how it evolves. So, all right then. So I'm going to end it here. John, if there's no more questions, I'm going to end it here. And then for those of you who are interested in the book is called Naked Forex by Wiley Trading. High profitability techniques for trading without indicators. And I'm getting to that stage as well in my own growth, to whereby I'm not using indicators. I'm using setups, of course, but I'm not using indicators to make a decision on whether to buy or sell. So, and it's a wonderful feeling in order to get to that stage, in order to do that. So the book is called Naked Forex. All right, so I'll stop the recording here, and we shall resume in the live sessions as I start them on Tuesday. And that will be June 21st.
Okay.